started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll give it to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now he's looking to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits. It makes him a little bit more unsure.
Can anyone catch him? And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run to the left. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for room, it's Henderson. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Back to pass, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts. And you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page. Gets the big touchdown.
The extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll operate out of split backs. Give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. Might as well give it to him again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Etienne. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down. Try to get an angle, but you could...
Picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Georgia 21, Ohio State 14.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Cole.
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the left. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's Howard. Looking down the middle. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win, but you got to take those chances. You've got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Giving him his pads. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because
sends it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Running through contact. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fast motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. Just plowing ahead. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Using his legs, it's Judkins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Running back searching for a hole.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. defense better do something different.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Howard. Unloads it left. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 42, Ohio State 35.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throwing right. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost in.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Third and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all. And you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneaks coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And they'll spread receivers all over the field. 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can go.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia 70, Ohio State 35.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got a man. It's Henderson. On the move at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Power ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the... And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia going up tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our growth girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Gets open down the middle. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.